But here's the thing about Trump. You can always tell when he's about to go off script because he sees a word he doesn't know how to pronounce. And he acts like the word he's fucking up is a new word he's teaching us. And I learned it when he gave that press conference on Iran. Because what Trump does is he just starts going off script right before he's about to fuck up a word. But he keeps it presidential. But he's still very Trumpy about it. I remember he was just like, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. The United States has commissioned a drone strike, drones. They're bing bong boom, drones. We did it with a Death Star, could you believe that? We did it with a Death Star. And we built the Death Star, could you believe it? They said we couldn't build the Death Star, we did it. We got the rebels to pay, they paid for the Death Star. They said we couldn't do it, we did it. Yoda, you know this guy, Yoda. Little guy, I call him Little Yoda, that's this guy. Born in Kenya, could you believe it, Yoda? Also Luke Skywalker, you know this guy. He's gay, Luke is gay. I saw him fighting his father, Darth Vader, black guy, born in Kenya. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, United States commissioned a drone strike in which we killed this guy, you know this guy, from Iran. That's okay, could be good, could be bad, wasn't good for him, wasn't good. Iran, you have to walk. He was an Iranian general, this guy, Iranian. His name... Jafar. We killed Jafar.
People, I don't usually get hyped to introduce somebody, but this motherfucker right here is a bad dude, man. You've seen him on Instagram, you've seen him on TikTok. I want y'all to start clapping your hands right now. Make some noise for my man, Troy Bond!
Thank you. Elvis? You said, all right, Elvis, then you looked down. Like I wasn't gonna see you. It came from right here. It came from the guy who was dressed like a 1940s Chris Brown caricature. Close both sets of your lips, I don't give a fuck. You say one more word, you're going by name in my suicide note tonight. This is why Dad never showed up to your color guard meetings. Because you weren't pretty enough to be a cheerleader. Shut the fuck up! This is why you haven't been president yet. I know, I can tell. Your man's not looking down. He's like, yeah, man, shit, fuck, repeal the 19th Amendment. I don't give a fuck. Race mixing was good up until today. Boy, think of a comeback. You're speaking in cursive right now. I don't know if you know this. Everything you say is... And another thing, I'm not drunk. I worked a 16-hour shift. Mr. Elvis guy. I'm here with him to piss off my dad. Retort! Your comebacks are like Bernie Sanders with no vocals. You just do this. No percent. No, nothing will make me feel good. That's why I do this for a living. That's why you are 7 margaritas deep here. You can't high status me here. I had the same tetanus shot you did to get in here. I am going. You're losing. You are what the United States calls an asset. 1980 South figure. You can't even get your shit out. You trying to say it, and you speaking into your jacket like your jacket's gonna help you come up with a better punchline. Don't worry about it. Worry about stopping people from stealing shit from Lush.
Oh, that's a good one.
Why are you looking at her? She's not gonna help you.
I don't need it. I'll tell you straight.
You need a little bit of help. You know, they're not laughing with you, right? That's the white woman move. When you're winning, they do this shit. Look at me, I'm 3 inches closer. Sorry, let me spin your mouth. He's like, hey, don't look at them. I ain't helping out. Hit it once more, man, please. This is why comedians kill themselves. This is one of those shows where I'm like, yeah, I might go to Home Depot tomorrow. If you're gonna kill yourself, don't buy none of the supplies on Amazon. That's what I did the first time. It didn't work, obviously. You wait a long time for packages in general. When it's your last package, you're like, shit, what is taking so goddamn long? I was gonna do the hang yourself method because that's the only way. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. I knew no amount of drugs were gonna take me down. So I said, I'm gonna cut off the oxygen supply. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna hang myself from the ceiling. And it didn't work. I don't know how to tie the hang yourself. Nah, I know SpongeBob, loop-de-loop, and pull. I tied the same guy. I tied my shoes with, and I got the rope, but the rope was too thin the first time around. I got the rope, I opened it up. I said, I can't even tie my shoes with this motherfucker. God damn. So I couldn't return it. I went to Home Depot, and something about me just must look suicidal. Because when I went to Home Depot, the dude just went, rope, I'll sell it. That's what I wanted to do. Get a drill, some screws, Black & Decker pecker records. Have a good time. We'll count this sometime. And I got home, and if you're gonna if you're gonna take a FaceTime call, brother, do it outside. Who are you calling? The rest of Duck Dynasty? Do it out there. I can hear it. The man on TV and talking to you. Was there a buy one get one retard free tonight? What the fuck happened at this show? I knew this was gonna happen as soon as we elected RFK Jr. God damn it. Duck Dynasty, if you're gonna take the call, do it outside. We're gonna storm the Capitol next January 6th. Nobody said you look like Michael Jackson. I'm not Spanish. You creating racist slurs for me that haven't even existed yet. You got the Jesus cross. What part of Jesus said, hey, accuse that motherfucker being a Dominican lesbian? No, Jesus told you that shit, brother. Yeah, I know. That's the joke I told you. It's like I'm on a Verizon call with somebody that got Boost Mobile. They're picking it up 3 minutes after I say, wait, that was good. Hold on, let me add my tag. You. What do I need to do, Rebecca? Jesus Christ. I need to upgrade what? I can't do it. I feel like I'm getting attacked by Johnson and Johnson at the same time. Hold on, I'm tuning him out. You two should go fucking make a whole other retard. We'll call him Elon Musk. You sound like Courage the Cowardly Dog, motherfucker. Stupid dog, you make me look bad. You stole the election. What happened?
Billy Jackson is still holding us.
That was almost a sentence. Try one more time, but with less fetal alcohol syndrome. I don't know what the fuck I did. This is going to be the most retarded Yelp review after the show ever. First of all, Matt Rife didn't even come. I'm going after the people who are ruining the show. I'll go after anybody who I want to. That's why I'm up here and you are down there. Because one of us had dads who didn't love us, and one of us did something about it. As President, you don't even know where I came from today. My house, by the way. Thank you. You don't need to know, and I don't need to know either. First of all, when I queef, and that's why you're stupid. Second of all, as President J-Lo once said, don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still sitting from the block. You stood up and you were the same height. Sit the fuck back down. Was that supposed to intimidate me? It's like one of those, would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or 100 horse-sized ducks? Put it on my bill. I can't hear you, they're laughing too hard. Was that supposed to hurt my feelings? Whoa, that was a hard end. Say it again for the rest of the class.
I said no, nigga.
That's the security code. Yeah, say something about it. Yeah, do something, motherfucker. What you gonna do, bitch? Yeah, come up here and talk to me now. Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought. I'm up here with my... Where we go, T. That's good. He's my probation officer. He's good.
Ma'am, if you want to do that, you have to leave.
Everybody else.
All right? If you do that, you have to leave. I'm just telling you, that's 1 and that's it.
Wakanda forever.
Being a man.
You got a lot of customers leaving right now.
No, we don't. I can see the door. Go ahead. Oh, no! It's like taking Ozempic. I'm getting ready to trans fat.
Amen.
This is the weirdest career day of my life. Talking to 2 people who don't have one. This is like watching a Kendrick Lamar video. We cried. Someone all cried in the car.
Watch your mouth.
Why?
Fuck you.
You should.
Oh, that's going right in my journal tonight.
Because you ain't got no hands, that's why.
Dear diary, today, woman called me a piece of shit.
You ain't got no hands, that's why.
Also, another woman called me a piece of shit at the show later. First one was my mom.
Comedy is a form of anger, nigga.
I gotta go now.
So fucking honest.
Just keep saying it, Slim Shady. Just let it out. Tom McDonald came to the show. God damn.
Alright, let's get on.
Hold on, I need a drink. My nerves are shot. Well, that's gonna be a clip on TikTok tomorrow. Can I ask, what did I do?
Nothing.
Has she been like that the whole show? I should have kicked her. Damn. Hey, get her jacket back. Make sure she gets all the quarters that are in the number tomorrow to buy cigarettes. I don't know if you've ever been to a comedy show before. Usually don't go down like that. But when it does, you all did exactly what I wanted to, which was just shut the fuck up and let the white girl say the N-words. That's what usually happens when white women lose fight. Like my dad is half black. Or my dad is black. I'm half black. My mom is white. That's why I'm a Dominican lesbian. I don't know how to put it. But usually somebody starts going and I go, all right, let me put 30 seconds on the nigga clock. And then it just came the fuck out. You saw that, right? I was like, how was she gonna find a way to call me one? I didn't even do shit. I didn't even walk on stage like I usually do. I usually come on stage and I'm like, I don't know how she knew. I've been carrying around too much dick. I'm insecure about my outfit now. I got it from the Lost and Found at YMCA, so thank you. Well, it's weird to transition after a race war just was started. This is Valentine's Day. Usually a day for love. Today, not so much. Today, it was a day to remind you why you are all niggas. Here's the thing, anybody could say the N-word. Anybody could say it. Not everyone's ready for the consequences. And I know she was drunk. That's not gonna stop me from not blurring her face out when I post this TikTok tomorrow. If the Civil War happened today, that shit wouldn't have 630,000 deaths. Just one video, Robert E. Lee saying the N-word would have ended the Confederate Army. They're like, shit, we just lost our sponsorship with Lululemon. Fuck Gettysburg, what about bills tomorrow, bitch? 407, I have not paid my light bill in years. I don't usually post so many Civil War jokes out my ass, but after a nice little race war was started. If you voted for Trump, I hope that solidified your vote. This was a weird set. I wasn't gonna record, and then right before I was like, let me record. I gotta work out some TV stuff. And here I am just saying retarded. You are what the audience gives you. Not you guys. I'm talking about the retards in that room. You're like, hey! Alright, cool. I laugh as long as retarded, not at my expense. On 3, just as a loosen your cheeks. Everybody shout out your favorite racial slur. Ready? Here we go. You're right there being like, alright, my fucking time. What's going on? I gotta get out of here. But if I didn't have to, I still probably would. The heat is hot in this room. My asshole is it's like a half a gallon of water in there. I like when she stood up like that was gonna scare me. Oh God, no, please! I've never thought about hitting a woman until tonight, and I guess I still haven't because she wasn't a woman. That was like some Satan semen spawn that just came up to me. And I hope when her parents see this, they'll still be mad that she's dating a black guy. I know. If you want to find it, you just look up my stuff. I'm Pete Davidson. I hope, regardless, you still enjoyed your Valentine's Day and didn't let this break your heart too much. And I hope you had a good time. And if you didn't enjoy the show, that's okay, because they didn't either. And if you go to the 7-Eleven around the corner, you can find them outside of the Mountain Dew bar. That's right there, just talking to each other with no teeth. You ever try to like put a jigsaw puzzle together when you're drunk? That's what the teeth will look like. I don't know where the fuck he came from. I asked, hey, can you take your FaceTime call outside? And he said, I said, sure, excuse me, Mama was a saint. My name is Troy Bond. Thank you, appreciate you. I'm gonna kill myself after this. I gotta get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, man. I got a whole list of them. You don't believe me? I wrote them down. I wrote down every executive order that Trump wrote this week. Hold on. You don't believe me? You think I'm bullshitting? I got it. It's 4 pages of this shit. Some of them just happened. You don't even know about this, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on. You got to get into a Trump position when you talk about Trump. You ever watch how he speaks? It's doggy style every time. Like, he grabs the podium doggy style with no elbows and shit. It's right here. Like, it's this, right? Look like you're doing a scoliosis test. I got a list of executive orders. I wrote them all down because I know you guys, it's a hard time reading down once you get past anywhere in the South. These are a list of hold on, let me get into my Trump. Okay, you gotta do the ass too. It's all ass. That's America's ass right there. He'd be tearing his ACL to get that ass. We are now allowed to say retarded. I looked at Elon, we could say retarded. That's a new word, I like it. Brown has been removed from the rainbow. We're not doing brown anymore, it got deported. Rainbows are also illegal. We don't like rainbows. There's no more rainbows. Anybody eating Lucky Charms, that's a 400% tariff. Chinese buffets, they have 30 days to sell before we turn them into all-you-could-grab pussy buffets. It's true. Did you know this? You can grab them right there. General Tsao is a good guy. Puberty blockers, we're gonna ban them. They're banned. Puberty blockers are banned except for Timothy Chalamet. That little girl's gotta grow up. He's gotta grow up. We gotta do something about that kid. The Batman 2, it's gotta be released much sooner. I love the Batman. He's a billionaire. He beats up brown people. We like that guy. The crowd's not gonna like some of these next ones, but I got 4 pages of them and I don't give a fuck. Anyone who listens to Macklemore will be shot. That's true. We just implemented that yesterday. We sent the National Guard to all thrift shops. Fortnite now, we'll have a deficit and we're gonna tax the hell out of them. They build stuff, they break it down, we don't like Fortnite. We're releasing an investigation against the professor from the Powerpuff Girls. You know the Powerpuff Girls. They got Blossom, Bubbles, and the other one, Melania. We want to find out why the hell this guy was making little girls. We don't know why he was doing it, but we love our whistleblower, black guy, monkey, Mojo Jojo. He's a good guy. American manufacturing, we're back. Like, come on, your mother. It's just all over the back, we're back. We're gonna replace all Taco Bell with McDonald's. It's living moss. We're gonna make all the bald eagles fly to Turkey. I'm sick of looking at them like that. They're gonna get hair. I told you up front you weren't gonna like all these, and I don't give a fuck. The Statue of Liberty will be rebranded into a woman who stays in the kitchen. Oh, this is a good one. I love this one. We're gonna do a death penalty for drug dealers and pugs. All pugs are gonna be killed. We're tired of looking at the pugs. They're from China. They made the pugs in China. That's a true fact. These Timu little dogs. As president, I am declaring there are too many Dakotas. We got 2 Dakotas, north and south. We don't need it. They're all 1 Dakota now. Pulling out. We can't pull out. It's now illegal. You can't pull out. You're gonna cream pie or turn that toaster strudel into a Twinkie, okay? As president, I've decided washing your hands is gay. It's gay if you do that. You can't. Even if you pee. I am the only one, as president, I signed this. They said I could do it, so I'm doing it. I'm the only one allowed to say falafel. No one else could say falafel. That's my word. We're gonna invade heaven. We're gonna invade heaven to see how much oil they have up there. You look at this guy, Jesus, he's thin, he has all the oil. He was killed by the Jews, even though it was the Italians who did it. We're doing the Mount Rushmore Expansion Act. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get rid of Lincoln, put Daniel Day-Lewis up there. He was great, I saw him. Asgard has now become the 51st state. That's our state now. We love Thor. We don't love Thor 4, but Asgard, that's the new one. And we're going to be replacing Congress with the WWE. I think that's a lot better. You look at Vince McMahon, he hits women, I go, that's my kind of guy. Rihanna got back in the car with Chris Brown. You got to look and say he did something right. And we did this drone strike. You know about the drones? We love the drones. The drones, you look at the drones, they go bing bong, boom. You press X, you don't even have to go over there. We killed everybody in Iran. They're all dead. We took care of those Tuscan Raiders. The sand people, you know them, they're in Iran. I don't know how they run. I see these guys, they're in flip-flops and dress shirts. I don't know how they run. But we did a drone strike in Iran. Bing, bong, boom with the drones. We did it with a whole Death Star. We built the Death Star. Man, ran for president. They said, sir, you're never going to afford a Death Star. We got the rebels to pay. They paid for this Death Star. You look at the rebels. A lot of problems, the rebels. They got this guy. Yoda's a little guy. Little Yoda, that's what I call him. Little Yoda. The other day, he said, try not to do or do not. I said, what the hell is this guy saying? I think he's too old to be running by council, frankly. I don't like Yoda. We don't like him. He's training Luke Skywalker. That's a gay guy. You look at Luke, that's gay. I know his father, black guy, Darth Vader, good guy. And we killed this general in Iran. This guy who lived there, now he's dead. He's dead. And his name was... That's a hard name to read. His name... Jafar. We killed Jafar. Jafar is dead. That's what we got for 4 years, and I think we have 4 years to say fuck the bald eagle and just make Trump the mascot. Because bald eagles don't represent Americans. They fly. We fly, but commercially. Like, I flew on American Airlines last week, and I got banned for vaping one time. I didn't even realize I was vaping. Like, I just had it myself. And then I went, assalamu alaikum. I vaped one time, and this flight attendant followed me to the gate and said, "You're banned for life." And I was like, how long is that gonna last? I'm glad it wasn't United. That shit would feel different. Imagine that you're banned. I'm like, we're supposed to be united. I know it's like Saturday night, a lot of people gotta get babysitters to come out and shit. And I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. Could you please get a babysitter for when you gotta fly? Because I'm tired of crying babies. I love babies. I hate toddlers. I can't fucking stand. Once they start speaking, I just want to punch them in the chest one time. Like, babies, I don't mind crying babies because their heads are soft as shit. If you put your finger in the back of a baby's head long enough, it's like a Tempur-Pedic. It's just gonna be there forever. You have a crying baby, you just, and then he's done. Like Casey Anthony might have been a hero. We don't know. She might have killed baby Hitler. We don't know because she did us a service. But I see a toddler crying on a plane, and he's wearing a leash. I want to hang him by it. Crying children make me think child labor should come back. Because if that bitch was working in the mines all day, you wouldn't have energy to cry. Some of you leash your children. I can tell by how you didn't like that reality check I just gave you. If you put your kid on a leash, you're doing one thing. You training a school shooter. First comes the leash, 3 years later, he got 4 silver teeth, then he bites somebody, and everybody at his school got tetanus. Fuck the leash. I don't like dogs in strollers. I don't like kids on leashes. Those two things were not why God created the earth in 7 days. What's up, over there? Back in time from the pee break. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for coming, man. It's Saturday night and the night before church. That's when I masturbate. That way there's no cum for the priest to take the next day. Yo, I used to... I'm sorry, this is the last show of a 5-show weekend. Shit about to get vulnerable. One time, I'm wearing no shirt under this silk shirt. I feel, woo! You gotta see my nipples in about 2.5 seconds. I used to love it if a girl swallowed. I still do, but one time, you gotta like know what level of freak somebody be on. Like, girl like, spit in my mouth. I'm like, okay, cool, sure. That's technically battery, but you don't tell, I won't tell. Women are a lot freakier than men. Men think, we watch porn, so we think we just got jackhammer and be like, yeah, fuck the shit out of her for 12 seconds. That's my time limit. I'm like, I come quick, I'm not gonna lie to you. I come a lot and I come often and I come quickly. I'm like a neighbor who you don't want to see. I'm just, hey, how you doing? See you later. I come a lot, I'm a Uzi. Just, I got come all across the country and some in Dublin. I can come a lot, but I come quick. That's my, you know, I don't apologize no more for coming quick. I just go, you're welcome. Yo pussy feel like heaven. I'm a fast comer. Like a soap bubble will last longer than I do. I come very quickly. But I could go multiple rounds, at least 3. Anything past that is like trying to, you got like no dish soap left and you really squeeze the bottom. You're like, I had one time a woman swallowed and she spit that shit right back out at me. I didn't like that. I felt like I was an alien. Just like, I hooked up with her a second time after that. I don't know why. And she got more mischievous with my semen. That's a sentence no one has ever said. She
she took my cum and like, I don't know how, but like she had a little bit in her hand and she patted my back. I was like, Batman, so that's what that feels like. I've come on many a back, never my own. That was a lot, I'm sorry. That was usually it was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, y'all ever come? I like being here, man. As someone who is suicidal, it's nice to be in Washington. I feel at home. But not for long. Just kidding. Nah, but I did try to kill myself once. It didn't work. You did get at your lowest when usually I ask the crowd, you ever feel suicidal? But I know you have. I know where we are. I got out, I landed in Seattle and the cab driver was like, Tacoma? And he was from Afghanistan. And even he was like, yo, Tacoma is dangerous, my brother. Assalamu alaikum. That's the first Uber ride I ever had where he patted me down to make sure I had no weapons and shit. So, like, suicide is some real shit, man. Obviously, I'm not making it up, but men and women kill themselves very differently. Women, you do it in a way where there's not a lot of cleanup because you're empath. You know, women think about other people. Dudes will blow their brains out and be like, fuck it, I don't care who gotta clean that shit up. Ain't gonna be me. It'll be the same person who pays for my funeral. Nobody. Women like just like drown themselves in a bathtub. So all you gotta do is just pull the drain up. Soggy dead bitch. That was Whitney Houston's last song. I will drown inside you. How will I know if I'm really drowning? That's how her daughter died too, man. Swimming is hereditary. Someone gave me this in one of the staff members. This is Batman 1995 glass that McDonald's would give out. I didn't rinse this shit out at all. I just put a beer in here and I could taste the asbestos. Every sip of this feels like a Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Nah, man, I'm cool as shit. No side effects. Remember we all get vaccines and shit? Some of us. Others just didn't give a fuck about grandparents. My grandfather was one of those grandfathers that like, I spent a lot of time with him growing up because my dad is black and that's just what happens. You go get raised by your grandparents for a little bit and get no explanation. And my parents, my dad is black and my mom is white. Race mixing. And one day I just got dropped off at my grandfather's house and I didn't see my parents for like 2 months. And my grandfather never let me not go to school. Like I remember one day I was like puking out of my ass and I was like, I'm so sick, I think I'm starting a new plague. And he was like, you ain't dead, you going to school, boy. And then he would always brag, I fought World War II and the Korean War and I still drove the tank every day. And then he died of COVID. And I was like, didn't fight that shit, bitch. No antibodies is weak. I also coughed on him a bunch. That's not really good. I love you, Papa. R.I.P. He fought in 2 wars. He's going to hell. Thou shalt not kill. It says. I'm sorry, I'm only telling these jokes because he's dead. When he was alive, I was saluting him and shit. I found out he was dead when I was on stage. It was a great. I used to bring my phone on stage with me. I don't anymore because of this night. I was on stage and my grandfather had died, and it was like 1 a.m. in New York City, and I was at this comedy club. I had my phone right here, and it was a small room. There was like 30 people in it, and my phone was on vibrates. And my phone vibrates to Darth Vader's Imperial March. You just hear for like 3 minutes, and then the audience was like, answer it! And I saw it was for my dad, and it was 1 a.m, and like, my dad calls me all day, never at night. He goes to bed at 8 p.m. He's done. And I'm like, he called me at 1 a.m. This ain't gonna be good news. So I answered it. I said, hello, Dad, you're on stage and on speaker. He said, take me on speaker. I said, did you get caught cheating? And he was like, I said, cause that'd be pretty cool. He's like, yeah, adultery. And he was like, your grandfather died. And I said, oh, laughter? And then I put my phone down, and I was 1 minute into a 38-minute set I had to do. And everybody in the audience just heard my dad on speaker go, your grandfather died. And I just had to start making shit up about him so they wouldn't feel bad. I was like, yeah, he was Hitler's number 2. The whole gas thing, that was his idea. Honestly, he died in Argentina. That's where the Nazis went to go after they lost. Well, I guess, you look around, sometimes they won. I wish sometimes I could be like as prideful as those Nazi dudes, man. They be wearing the merch and shit. They do. They go to prison, they get the tattoo, the swastika shit. They shave their head. I'm like, damn, I was a little insecure coming out in this tonight. I was like, someone gonna call me and I'm gonna have to go home. And they just got Nazi right there. No hair. And no lips either. Thank you. That was great. What's up, everybody? Oh my God, San Diego, make some noise, baby! Oh my God! That was the most aggressive way anyone's ever brought me up ever. This guy is fucking successful, what the fuck? I love Sarah, man. She makes me not homophobic every time I see her. 2 girls, I'm cool with that shit. 2 guys, get out of here. This is a clam-only broil. That'd be weird if I was like only homophobic for one side. Like no dudes, man. I just want ladies on ladies. I want hockey players only. Field hockey. Thank you guys for coming. This is the second time in 1 year I got to come here. Things are either going well or I have a limited worldview on where I can travel. I love coming to San Diego, man. This is great. Things are a little bit slower out here. The crackheads are better tanned. They're much nicer too, man. Like they'll come up to you, help you for directions. I like it. I stayed at, every time I'm at a hotel, I do one thing. I jack off in the sink. Thing number 2, I turn on the water. I watch it go down in the sink. That drop is a lot worse every time I come here. Thank you for coming. I would not have come. I love doing nothing. That's my shit. Home is great. Outside is dangerous. That's where wars happen. Every war happened outside. That's a historical fact. Inside is safe. I love being home. I loved COVID. I trained my whole life for COVID. I didn't even know. They said, stay home, save lives. I said, yes, sir. I'm home too much. I got a favorite streaming service. There's people in other countries that don't have food or water. They also don't got Hulu. I do. With ads, you can't flex. And you got Hulu with ads. It's basic economy Hulu.
It's rough. Like when you got Hulu with ads, you get 2 minutes of show, 38 minutes of ads. I've been watching Bob's Burgers for 5 years. I'm on episode 4. And the ads, because they know you're broke, you got no money, all the ads are organ donor ads. I swear to God. They're like, give up your heart, it's not a game, bitch. You gotta be careful what you watch when you have Hulu with ads too, because you can't watch what everyone else gets to watch. Hulu gaslights the shit out of you, thinking you can though. Like you type in a show, and they're like, we have this exact show you wanna watch. You wanna watch it? I'm like, yeah. They're like, too bad you broke, bitch. This requires showtime. Maybe if you're out working, instead of watching TV, you can watch this shit. You gotta watch whatever Hulu offers you. You gotta be careful, it fucks your life up. I don't know what the algorithm is, but the algorithm knows me. It recommended a documentary to me called Hitler's Mustache and fucked my whole life up. All my recommendations now are just Nazi, 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 Nazi. I bring women over for Netflix and chill, which I can't afford. I got Hulu with ads. I put on all Nazis. It scares the host. So I said, I was intrigued. So I said, let me buy a book about the Nazis. Not great timing on my behalf. Especially, I live in New York. I don't know if you know this about New York. A lot of Jews, right? I said it that way so it didn't sound hateful. Jews. It's like a fun little slide. Be different. I was like, there's a lot of fucking Jews in New York. Be like, calm down, Kanye. What do we do? You gotta be careful how you read a book that has a big ass swastika on the cover when you're on the train. Like the only way to do it is to look disappointed every time you turn a page. Like, I'm just like, I don't like this guy. Way to ruin a mustache, buddy. Reading Nazi books confirms something I always knew, that German Shepherds are racist dogs. That's a racist ass dog. Why were you Hitler's favorite? Joe Biden's dog is a German Shepherd. He bit 11 Secret Service agents. Do you know how many Secret Service agents you have to bite for that shit to not be a secret anymore? 11, apparently. It's the same amount of herbs and spices in KFC, 11. And Joe gotta walk around the White House every day talking about, hey man, the dog don't bite. You named him Commander. What do you think he's gonna do? Just sit idly by? No, he's trying to join the service. Or like the dog and Joe Biden, some Freaky Friday shit went down. They switched bodies. And Joe keeps biting Secret Service agents in the dog body to warn the Secret Service agents, like, hey, something happened. And like, nah, we like dog brains. That shit, dog brains is passing a lot of legislation. They're racist. German Shepherds are a racist dog. You can't deny it. You ever hear them bark? Hard R every time. And they smile after they say it too, like, If you think all dogs go to heaven, you don't know much about the civil rights movement. But let's just say German Shepherds and fire hoses are going straight to hell. Most police dogs are German Shepherds. Connect those dots. They know 3 tricks. Sit, roll over, turn your body camera off. That's all they know how to do. Right? People see a police dog, they lose their shit, right? I see a police dog, I'm like, where were you January 6th? Why you got your sunglasses behind your head? How you do that with no comes?
And then, and nobody here is visiting from out of town. We get anybody from out of town? Make some noise. From out of town, is that? Welcome. Welcome. Where are you from in the back? Seattle. Seattle, man. Of more depressed people. I love it. Welcome, Seattle. This one's for you, Fraser. Did you come to support a friend, or you just waltzed into this show tonight? You waltzed in. Well, welcome to our Scientology meeting. Everybody will be required to name 3 secrets about themselves. So how long have you been in the closet, sir? No straight man comes from Seattle. I don't know if that's true. Welcome, welcome. Who are you here with tonight? What? Who are you here with tonight? The Chuckleheads. Were you a bad guy from the 40s? Yeah, look at these Chuckleheads. Gonna have them spinning out of here like a Bill Withers 45. Ah, see? Put your hands where I can see them, Chucklehead. All your dogs ain't tied to the same tree. Around here from Seattle, we like people with no chuckles on their heads. Let me tell you something, friends. Welcome, Chuckleheads. Sounds like a slur the more I say it. see these fucking chuckleheads coming in our neighborhood? Our fucking neighborhood? Welcome, good to have you here. Who else was visiting? We got anybody else visiting? Where are you from over here? Where are you guys from? San Diego, cool. Well, you said boring. Where are you from over here, sir? Puerto Rico. Oh shit, welcome, man. Good to have you here. So the Bronx, got it. Cool. Good to have you here. Welcome.
Hey, you took the 6 train all the way from Puerto Rico.
Why are you pointing out him, miss? You are a horrible friend. Yeah, pick on this motherfucker right here. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're here. What's your exact address?
But I'm not.
Where's the?
They're from Iowa.
From Iowa. Who gives a fuck? That's why they didn't clap. They're like, nobody wants to know. We're from Iowa. I'm a big fan of your caucuses every 4 years.
Hulu gaslights you though if you let you think you could watch what you're about to watch. You type in a show, they're like, is this the exact show you're looking for? I'm like, yeah. They're like, too bad you broke bitch, you can't watch it. And if you were out watching TV as much as you were working, you'd be able to afford this, but instead, enjoy this documentary from 50 years ago. And I watched a documentary called The Building of the World Trade Center. I'm like, oh, they don't know yet. I'm watching it like, no! Don't build a second one! Oh, you guys are fucked! I watched a documentary called Hitler's Mustache. It fucked my whole life up. And now all my recommendations are just Nazi, 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 Nazi. I want to learn about the Nazis, but I don't want to look like I'm doing homework. Bring women over to watch TV, do Netflix and chill, which I can't afford. I got Hulu with ads. It's all Nazis on TV. It scares the hoes. I said, fuck that shit. I'm gonna do some independent reading. Bought a book about Nazis. You ever read a Nazi book in public? It's not easy. I live in New York. You know something about New York? A lot of Jews. I said it that way so it didn't sound hateful. Jews. You know? It'd be different. I was like, there's a lot of fucking Jews in New York. I'd be like, calm down, Kanye. Jesus Christ. You ever try to read a Nazi book in public? The only way to do it is to look expressively disappointed every time. You just want to look at it like, I don't like this guy. That joke did really well over here in Argentina. You laugh like a sprinkler. You shouldn't vote. This is a fun Saturday night crowd, man. Last show, they were good. We had more people on the last show, but half of them were pieces of shit. We didn't even fill up the VIP on this show. It's fucked up they sat you behind the VIP. Move up some seats. You're VIP now. What happened?
My grandpa died in 9/11, so if you want to make
Whoa, that was like a little kid. You know, little kids just be saying shit sometimes. It's like they were sitting in VIP. My grandpa died in 9/11. He was a hell of a pilot. Usually like to save that stuff for the end of the show. Assalamu alaikum, I guess. I never forget to stop fucking with me. Grandpa got out just in time. He was just trying to get away. He was like, God damn it, this granddaughter will not shut the fuck up. I'm going to work today. I don't give a fuck. He was was on a restaurant and he choked on a roll. So he didn't die on 9/11. He died on 9/11. He just didn't chew his food. He went to Popeyes for a lunch break and was watching the coverage. Be like, holy shit! I'm sorry for your loss, but it's been 20 years. Get over it. Once the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan, you should have stopped crying for Grandpa. If we moved on, so can you. You guys want to talk about Palestine? I don't got no jokes about that. I remember I was 6 when 9/11 died. Both my grandparents survived. I was 6. Every year after that, they tried to get you signed up for the military. Any guys like around my age, remember that? Like, you just have dudes in fatigues, like, all the time in school. I remember one time I went to go get you get like your prison tray of food, right? Now Fridays you get rectangle pizza, like Lego City pizza. And like the Lego set was Orange is the New Black. And I went to go get some pizza, and I got my pizza. Fridays, I allow myself to get a cookie, because we had reduced lunch. Thank you, Section 8. As I got that cookie, some army dude in fatigues grabbed my shoulder. He's like, that's sweet, boy. You know what else is sweet? Freedom. I was like, I don't think you're allowed to touch me, sir. What kind of recruiter are you? From the military or from Mr. Epstein? I don't know why I turned into Axl Rose. Welcome to the jungle! We got lots of kids! Heads and shoulders, knees and toes. This is fun. I like you guys. I thank you for wearing costumes. I was gonna wear a costume today. I went to Spirit Halloween. I went to 3 Spirit Halloweens. The lines were like a new Batman movie was coming out of some shit. I said, fuck that. I'm not waiting in line for a costume that I'm just gonna have to throw away when I get to TSA. I was gonna dress up. I had a Batman costume that I bought because things have been going well. And I bought it. It had like realistic gauntlets and shit and everything, and I was like, I'm gonna wear that on stage and get no pussy. And then when I was thinking about it, being like, I don't really want to. It's like metal. Like I don't want to bring that shit through TSA. I have to explain to them. It's gonna look like I'm trying to not be Batman. I'm like, I'm not Batman. I know you've never seen the two of us in the same place, but I'm not him. I am traveling with a little boy. That is a separate issue. Don't look at the boy. Look at me. One time I had to fly back from a couple of weeks ago. I lost my ID. When I was flying from New York to LaGuardia, some gate agent was like, yo, dude, I recognize you, man. You that guy who tell women to shut the fuck up online. I'm like, yeah, and then he never gave me my ID back. I didn't realize it until like I got to Ohio. And I was like, well, I'm gonna have to just live here now. I can't fly back. I was ready to kill myself. Who wants to live in Ohio? I don't do pills anymore, so what's the point of me doing that hit hard. Hell yeah, dog. You're the one selling the pills. That's what I'm talking about. On my way back, I didn't have ID, and I got to the gate agent, and I was like, this is... Sometimes ego is a motherfucker. So I was like, I got a blue check on Instagram. That'll work. I go to the gate agent, and I'm like, hey, man, I don't have ID or anything. I have a picture of my ID. Here's me on Instagram, @JorBon69. You can follow me. Come through, show me. And he was like, I swear to God, the dude just looked at me and went, yeah, bro, I'll follow you. I said, thank you. He's like, I didn't say it was funny. I'm a hater, yo. I'm the one that be commenting, still not funny. I do it when I'm in line, telling people they can't get on a plane. Then as I'm in line, like there's like 4 people and they're like, hey man, you're that guy that tells women to shut the fuck up. And then like the Homeland Security agent comes over and she's asking me questions. She was like, well, okay, well, you can fly without an ID. We're just gonna have to call Homeland Security. They're gonna have some questions. You have to answer the questions. If you don't get them right, you're not gonna be able to fly out for another month. And I was like, where the fuck am I gonna fuck it, let's roll the dice. I love the game. We want to put $20 on this game? Let's go. Parlay, we'll get a flight to Vegas. He said, what's your name? I said, Troy Bond. He said, what's your father's name? I said, Troy Bond. And I'm like, all right, what's your mother's name? And I was like, Troy Bond. I'm like, hold over, Troy Bond, Troy Bond. And then when I was 13, I stopped being 12.
Holy shit! Quick! Sorry. It was a 3-hour flight from Dallas. I got here in an hour and a half. That's how quick I come. I come quick. And I know that about myself now. I used to be embarrassed. Come quick. You ever come quick? You're on. I came from. The testimony. It's not the way he said he went. Yes. I ain't got that much cum, motherfucker. Goddamn, dude. I just came in the hotel sink before I got here. Everybody does it. Don't judge me. Everybody, you don't gotta use it again. I mean, I'm staying there for 3 days, so I have to use it again. That's gonna suck. I'm gonna taste my own grandchildren. Because there's nobody here. And then you gotta be Kate Bush, go up a hill, and that's where people live. But my hotel is down the hill. There ain't shit there. There's one barber shop with a sign that still says no black. How long it's been since anybody's been there? Tacoma is like Portland Junior. You're not there yet, but 5 more years, y'all gonna be camping involuntarily. This is the first time in my life I ever felt bad for Trump. He got shot, and a week later, nobody gave a fuck. I would be spiraling too. I'd be like, God damn it, my number 2 is fucking couches. What do I do? Joe Biden was like, if I'm gonna do one last thing on this planet, I'll be honest, I got biased toward Joe Biden. I don't like him. I don't support him, but I voted for him because I trust him a little bit. Because most people get into the president job, they try to get that next job, right? Like, look at Barack. He drone striked all those Tuscan Raiders, and now, not just the men, but the women too. Assalamu alaikum, salami, eggs, and bacon. Trump is about 2 weeks away from saying that shit. I think if he ran as the most progressive candidate ever, he would win the White House forever. Nobody else would vote for him. Like today, he was like, if I'm president, I'm gonna let you bitches have in vitro fertilization for free. Which means you take a turkey baster full of cum that I probably put in quickly. I come like a Uzi. He was like, I'll pay for your in vitro, whatever the fuck, fertilization. I'm like, word. You could have just not taken away Roe v. Wade. That's how you know Trump is horny. All the in vitro fertilization gonna be from his cum. It's like when we got the stimulus checks and he signed it. He said, you're just gonna get like a Ziploc bag full of Trump cum. He said, we call this one Eric. When he got shot, I said, that's it. He's president for the rest of our lives, man. Like, I've seen Revenge of the Sith. I know what happens when the opposition party goes to attack the party in power, and the party in power lives. They become Palpatine. And that's what Trump did. He was like, the attack on my life. By the Jedi, they're a bunch of radical leftists. Have you seen the Jedi Council? You got this guy Yoda, he's too old to run the council. You should drop out Mace Windu, DEI hire. He's a DEI hire. You don't like him. Purple lightsaber, it's great. It's a great lightsaber. Let's be honest, Kamala got this shit in the bag. And for 4 years, we're gonna have a Kamala Harris presidency, and then Tim Walz will just be there. And Trump is gonna be in the background being like, they stole it again, bitch. That's a great racket. I wish I could do that for a living. RFK Jr. If he was a real threat, the government would be like, how many times we gotta teach this family the same fucking lesson? Every president got 3 named killers. John Wilkes Booth, CIA. I don't know if the government killed JFK, but they know they did that shit. Or his head just did that. What's more likely? Or he was like, yeah, I swear to God, one more word. I will blow my own fucking head off. That's why you watch the film, she like grabbing pieces of his head, be like, nah, motherfucker, who is Marilyn? Autism, that's the new one. Everybody got autism now. That's, I know. You got a clap. That's how I know you got genuine autism. Some people don't got autism. That's a very white thing to have. Like white people don't got no culture. So every 10 years you gotta reinvent your culture, right? Like in the 2000s, it was patriotism. I'm proud to be an American. 2010s, it was gluten. Gluten was like anthrax. You're like, I got an allergy, it will kill me and 3 of my grandchildren if I go anywhere near a pretzel. And are you okay? No. Then for a while, white people were like, we're all queer, word. But that didn't work out, because that takes finger commitment, yo. So then they settled on autism, like it was a colony. That had nothing to do with the conversation. You autistic bitch. Your dad is black, so is mine. Maybe they know each other. Of course there are black autists. Kamala Harris. Pharrell. Why the fuck do you think he was wearing that hat? It's not because he was happy. It's because he was overstimulated. Xavier, are you black? Half, that's what I thought. I'm like a drug dog. I sniff out cream in the coffee. He knows what atomic dog is, but he also knows everything before he cheats. What did we mix with? Sicilian, get the fuck out of here. What do you do now, Xavier? What do you do for a living? Security, yeah. I thought you were security. It's not that bitch. Like, damn, they got him hidden in plain clothes and shit. This would have saved Malcolm X. Where do you do security at? You unemployed, aren't you, Xavier? That's the most vague job description. I'll do security. Where? At my job. Let's talk to you guys, you boxcar children. I love your shirt. What's that? That's Pulp Fiction. Yeah. It's John Travolta. I swear to God, I like cocking the balls. What's your name? Tara. T-A-R-A. Nailed it. Pet insurance, the thing you never think about till your dog about to die. I know. I've had 3 dogs die. How do you learn that? Do they give you like a book that says all animals? Learn it. You don't know how to fuck them? What? That's what I heard, sir. I don't know how to fuck a chicken, dude. I don't know how you do it in New York, but I don't put cock on cock. You're not a vet. You work there, and you watch kids lose their best friend. And you're like, not my problem. Next. You work with, and are you the one putting the dogs down? Who let the dogs out? You write sympathy cards. Do you ever mean it? You can't mean it all the time. Sorry.
You have to talk to them when their animals die.
Yeah, well, the animal don't know what's going on. It sucks. I know. Watching animals die suck if you're not hunting them. You don't talk to who? Animals or people? All right, this went from fun little boxcar children to, I think some of you have killed cats. What's your name? Ed. Damn, that was just... Not even Ed. Just Ed. Short for Edward, I hope. That would be fucked up, man. Parents just went, Ed, get him out of here. You IT? The Pornhub and shit. You said IT in a very weird way. I'm not gonna lie, man. IT. I'm the predator Hansen didn't catch. Ed with a big D. still don't know if I'm at 30 or 50. Tell me, am I at 30 or 50?
70.
Oh, for real?
Oh, word. I've been here longer than I thought I had to. Well, it's okay.
That's even better. I didn't see the first light, and the second light I thought was the 30-minute light. That's why I asked. Otherwise, you were all about to hear in graphic detail how I got molested. Detailed. All right. Any questions? If you have a question,
I can't see you.
how to get molested? Jesus Christ. It was in a karate tournament when I was a kid. That doesn't matter. I had a cock in my ass at 5. I wasn't going, is he a 7? I was going, no, but I will be next year. How am I what? Why are you airing out all my information, bitch? God damn. I know, I aired out when I wanted to. You're like, how's your seizures? Let me flash this strobe light at you. They're great. Favorite Batman? The one who dresses up in black. My favorite actor or movie? Christian Bale, because that's one I grew up with. And you know, he also, no one told him to do that voice. He did it because Heath Ledger's Joker was so compelling, and Christian Bale is a Brit. He was like, I want Batman to be born in comparisons, you know? And we did this first scene with Heath Ledger, and he's pretty born by comparison. So I started talking like this. I got no idea what the fuck Batman is saying in those movies. Like, what's the difference between you and me? Like, Wayne Manor ain't got no asthma inhalers and shit. God damn. Wait, I gotta finish one more thing. I love Christian Bale's Batman because in The Dark Knight he goes, I won't kill. And he killed like 5 dogs. And that's so cool. Like, I won't kill you, Joker, but he killed like 5 Rottweilers. He got new armor so he could throw Rottweilers faster.
No, but like, what is it really?
I don't know. Guy at the corner gave it to me. Told me it's gonna help me grow a magical beanstalk.
Eye repair cream?
Yeah. You do? Because mine's been broken for months.
I know.
I'm Sarah Monin, and this is the Monin News. Huh?
And here's Heather with the weather. That doesn't look that bad, right?
I didn't even notice it. And look at the bump on my fucking head.
Really? Where?
See? Right there. I've had that for like 2 years.
Whoa.
Tori pointed out at Broadway.
Little egghead.
Yeah.
It's because your head's so big.
Okay.